Hello and welcome to another episode of Pageants and Pythons. Today we are going to be making a mosaic resin snake. The snake is probably one of my all-time favorite molds, so let's get started. As always, I am going to be using a 2-part epoxy resin, which I have stirred for 8 minutes. I know that it says to stir for 3, but I always do it for 8 just to make sure that we get it all mixed together. I'm also using alcohol inks. I'm going to be using this pink, it's like a peachy red, this yellow, and then a blue. I like to stick to the mosaic colors. I got these mosaic pieces at Hobby Lobby. They were half off, so I think they were like $1.25, not very expensive. What I like to do is pour my resin into a smaller cup. It's easier to handle, especially around this tail piece, and just kind of makes it go more smoothly. I put a very, very thin layer in, and the only reason that I am doing this is so that it doesn't stain my snake mold too terribly when I put in the inks. But if you do stain your mold, it doesn't matter too much because it will not come off on your next project. So I'm going to layer these colors in. I'm going to go in first with this little lemony yellow, which is very bright and very vibrant. Then I'm going to go in with the pink, and so it's going to kind of blend with that and make almost an orange too. And then I'm going to go in with the blue. So you're going to get a little bit of purple, a little bit of green, a little bit of orange, a little bit of yellow, just from using these 3 colors. One of the reasons I like to use mix-ins with this mold is because for $1.25, I have been able to use these in about 8 projects, and they take up some of the room where the resin would go, and it makes your project actually a little bit less expensive to do resin-wise, and it makes it really pretty. So I'm going to come in with another super thin layer of resin and just kind of blend all these colors out. And if you see where they mixed, you now have the purple, you have the green, you have the orange, and then you still have the pink, yellow, and blue on top of that. So we started this channel because of how much my daughter loves snakes, and we are hoping to show people that they're beautiful. So next thing I'm going to do is take these little tiny mosaic pieces, and I'm going to just press them very gently into the mold. You want to make sure that you don't have any overlap. Otherwise, they're going to stick out and be really hard to cut and really hard to deburr. The resin itself isn't so hard to deburr, but these things are sharp and kind of jagged, and you don't really want to have to cut them. So again, just kind of make sure that they sink in there really fast, and then press them in gently, and just make sure that they go in well. If you guys want to let me know something else that maybe you want to see me put into one of these snake molds, I would love to hear your opinions. I'm always looking for fun and exciting things to do. Also, let me know if we have any snake lovers in the group and what your favorite reptile is, and if you have any pet snakes at home. So I'm just going to put these again gently and kind of press them in there. All right, and then I'm going to come in after that with another thin layer of epoxy resin just to kind of come over the top of this. As you see, I didn't add too terribly many stones. Hardest part's kind of in that tip of the tail a little bit. But then we're going to come over it with some epoxy resin. And the reason that I come over it with the second part of the epoxy resin is to just make it nice and smooth. You see it's going to kind of bubble over here and cover up all those rocks. You don't want those hard bits kind of at the bottom. And I just kind of press those back gently in. And I ran out of resin here, so that's okay. I've got a ton left over. I'm going to pour it back into my little cup. I get these little Dixie cups at Amazon. I get, I think, 300 to 400 for like $10. They're super cheap, and they make pouring really easy. I used to use all of the reusable cups, and it made me honestly miserable. I hate washing the cups, I hate cleaning them, and it limited the amount of projects I wanted to do. So I invested in these cups, and I know it's probably better to have something reusable, but these are little recyclable cups. They're made from recyclable materials, and so I get these, and then I don't worry about washing them after every use. So again, we're putting a thin layer on here and gently pressing the rocks down as we go. And that way you don't have any bumps or ridges. I Again, I really like using this mold. I have another one I'm making soon that's going to be a Christmas one that I think I might add some fake snow into, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys would like for me to do. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is put some more color drops in. So I'm going to use a couple drops of the pink and then some of the yellow and blue, and it's going to really make those mosaics shine. And what's super cool again is it kind of mimics the colors that are in there. You see the purple, the yellow, the blue, and all those different colors. But again, you could play with this however you want. I've seen people add seashells. I've seen people add sand. I did one previously where I added rose petals. They all turn out super, super amazing. So we're going to pour one more small coat of resin just to give it a final go over and make sure it's nice and smooth. And then it's going to be my least favorite part of projects, which is waiting 24 hours to demold. I actually have this on a heating mat, so it takes me about 8 to 10. And here is my daughter's favorite part. She's going to unmold this for me, and we are going to see how it came out. I'm super excited about this. All right, she's popping out of the mold. This is her favorite thing to do. If you see, you can see the sea glass in there, and well, actually they're mosaic chips, but you can see them in there and they look absolutely beautiful. If you guys would please like and subscribe to our channel, it helps us to donate back to reptile research, and it also helps fund my daughter's pageants. Thank you.